Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is a beautiful Friday night, and that means it is time to review a $5 knife for $5 Friday Night Knife. This is BK3309, comes from BUDK, and this is actually the Bushmaster Filet Knife. That's what they call it. So we're going to go ahead and get it out of the plastic and take a look. Now, it is very, very similar to another knife they sell called the Wahoo Killer, and these things are like $3. And so there you see the, well, maybe Wahoo Killer, but they're basically like a cheap knockoff of a Mora knife. But anyways, they're cheap, so I wanted to try it. They don't come that sharp, so you do need to sharpen them. But I have sharpened this one, and it cuts just fine now. So you can immediately see the similarities between the two knives. The exact same sheath, exact same handle, just different color. Yeah, I see absolutely no difference here. They're probably made in the exact same factory. They just put a different, maybe a different blade steel on them. I think this one's a stainless, this one's a carbon steel, so they would have to be different. Yeah, so there we do. We do have the United Cutlery flyer in here. I wonder if they've got this knife in here advertised that has details on it. Nope. It does have the Bushmaster field knife in here, 1095 high carbon. I might need to try that one out. We'll see how much that is on the old website. But I've been pretty happy with the Bushmaster brand. And we did that little $5 Bushmaster bushcraft knife, the little folder, and that was actually really good. Okay, so back to the knife for this episode. So, you know, you got a cheap hard plastic sheath, not too dissimilar from a Mora knife, right? Plastic sheath. And then pull it out. We do have a coated blade, which is nice because carbon steel will rust if you don't take care of it. And it does have Bushmaster stamped on there. If we can get this thing to focus. There it is. There's the Bushmaster logo. Let's see, on this side we have made in China, 1065 carbon steel. All right, so at least it's stamped on there what it is. So cool. Not 1095, but 1065 isn't terrible. So, all right, let us see what we have. Now, as I mentioned, the Wahoo Killer did not come sharp. So this one, it's biting. It's biting. So this one actually feels reasonably sharp. Not quite as sharp as, say, the Mora, but man, I did bring out a newspaper. We can see how she cuts right out the gate here. Ooh. Nope. Very similar to the Wahoo Killer. Let's try a different side of the paper here. Yeah. That's pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing. Yeah. I mean, just as a comparison, here's more. Never been used before. Woo! Jeez. Oh man, the Moras come razor freaking. I mean, that's just ridiculously sharp. Awesome. So, yeah, like 10, 11 bucks for that. $5 for this, and man, it feels like it should have an edge. It's just not. I mean, it's mostly tearing. It's mostly tearing the paper. So I'm gonna call that not sharp. we'll go ahead and cut on some magazine paper here. And yeah, story is pretty similar there. It's cutting the paper, but not well. Keeps getting hung up. I mean, it's just it needs a better edge. So that's not hard to correct. I mean, that'd be pretty easy to put an edge on there. But you know, back to comparison here with the Mora. You know, the Mora comes with a Scandi grind, so you can see, you know, that is all one bevel, right? So from here to here, there's no secondary bevel. This one has a fake Scandi, so they try to make it look like a Scandi, but it does have a secondary bevel right there at the very edge. So this is a saber grind. This is a Scandi grind, so very, very different. I would, you know, for bushcraft knife, I'd prefer to have the Scandi any day, but you know, here we are. We have this. So let's, I don't know. Should we see if it'll baton something light, something, I don't know, in that variety, we'll say. I mean, it's not a big knife, so can't go too crazy. But not well. Yeah, I think this thing needs a much better edge on it. We've already chipped the finish on there right there by my thumb with just that tiny bit. Try on this side maybe, if I can get along one of the existing cracks here. Let's see if oh my god. That knife sucks. I gotta say. I mean, the rubber grip on there is pretty comfortable, but man, and it's already chipped up pretty bad there on the spine. That is finish that has come off. Does stab in. And the tip is already bent just from that. This knife is terrible. Oh god. So I don't know if you can see that, but it is bent that way towards the bottom of your screen there, that tip. So yeah, just with doing a little bit of tip testing there. You know. Oh my god. It's worse now. Way worse. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what you get for $5, I guess. There it is. Don't buy that. The thing sucks. So what do you expect for $5, I guess? Some of them aren't too bad, I guess, that we've reviewed on here, but this one, I can't recommend that at all. This thing is a piece of junk. So yeah, maybe I'll try and bend that tip back straight, but it does not perform. I guess we can see if it'll do anything here. Well, we are getting curls. There we go. That's working. That's working. There you go. not bad. So that part worked okay. Yeah, maybe a little better edge on there and it'd do something. All right, I think that's enough for today. But anyways, I guess we didn't check the fitment in the sheath. I mean, the nice thing is it's not rattling. That was my watch rattling, so it is quiet. Fits in there nice and tight. It's not going to come out, so that's good. It does have a little drain hole, just like the Mora's, and you do have a little thumb ramp there to get it out. So, a little simple belt clip. Nothing special, but there it is. $5 knife. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and we'll do another one of these next week.